Week 3 is in the books, and a big shout out to Mr. Billy Buns, as you are now in sole possession of first place in the Beef Boy Fantasy League. You have had great weeks, and I believe you are in second for most points scored, which begs the question, is your team really that good? Or do you just have a really good defensive weeks, as you have held opponents to only 330 points against you, or an average of 110 points a week, which is about 60 less than your next, opponent. So are you that good, or are you just having really good defense? But defense wins championships, so we'll see how that goes. Looking at the other matchups that occurred during this week, Mr. Flynn suffered another tragic loss, causing some owners to preemptively change their team name. Hopefully those same owners will be just as willing to spend some money on Mr. Flynn's lemonade stand, as that is their team name, and has carried them to a victory over Mr. Flynn. Speaking of losers, we have Todd again losing last week in dreadful fashion to G. Once again, Todd, you scored more than 110. Got to tip my hat to you on that, but Justin Jefferson is just not doing it for you. But who is doing it for them is Gary's team, as they just absolutely demolished Matthew Berry's minions last week to take sole possession of the Gas League. The Gas League is still, once again, notoriously worse than the Charcoal League, as they have third, fourth, and I think fifth, and whereas Charcoal has first and second place, including myself. Looking ahead to next week, we had a couple of marquee matchups, including, where is it? Quack going against Flynn in, battle for, can Flynn get a win this season or not? I would, pray to the football gods, Flynn, because you pissed him off somehow. But then again, I always do like seeing Quack change his team name. So if you beat him, it looks like a new team name is in order. We also have Todd going against Mac in the battle of 9th versus 12th. Todd, figured it out a little last week. Let's see if you get it this week. Mac, your team is still super injured, so this is a tough start to the year for you. But looking ahead at some good matchups, we have Will going against Matthew Berry's minions in a battle of 1st versus 4th. Now this is interesting, because even though that Will is in first place, he's projected to lose by 23 points. So maybe Matthew Berry is finally the team to put it against Will and actually score more than 110 points and 1 touchdown, and see if, we'll see if that defense of Will's will hold up. Further down the line, we have myself versus G in a battle of 2nd versus 5th, two 2-1 teams. And speaking of 2-1 teams, we have Gary going against Kevin in a battle of 3rd versus 6th. Last but not least, we have a battle of 1 and 2 going against a battle of 1 and 2 with Parker and Tyler going head to head. Parker's projected to smoke Tyler, as Tyler's projected the second fewest points of the week with 136. Once again, your number one projected loser this week is Quack Trend, Matthew Flynn's lemonade stand, only projected to get 132. First game kicks off tonight with the Bengals going against the Dolphins. Both teams have terrible defenses, so hopefully that's going to be a fun scoring primetime game, unlike every other primetime game we've had so far. Best of luck, set your lineups, and go Bengals.